I just dropped $235 on this massive LEGO Star Wars minifigure bundle. Over 60 figs in here, some rare, exclusive, and valuable ones mixed in. We'll go through all of them one by one and see how much they're worth and how good this bundle actually is. Let's find out what's inside. So there's one big problem with this package, and it is that the box wasn't taped properly. So as you can see, I can just lift that up, and that's how I received it. There were some tape, but I don't know what happened. So hopefully all the minifigures are in there. Let's see. Okay, it seems like everything's in there, so I got lucky. Not sure what happened during the delivery, but at least these are all well packed, and I guess they couldn't really come out the box just because they were pretty stuffed in, so that's good. So let's get these bags out of the box. I gotta say, that's some elite packaging right there. For sure, they're all gonna be in mint condition. So the first one is Admiral Akbar. This is the one from the Jedi Bob Starfighter, and that's retired actually in the end of July, so not too long ago. It usually goes for about $6 to $8. It's not a super expensive one. The next one though is a much nicer version of this Qui-Gon Jinn, and this is the one from the Darth Maul Sith Infiltrator from 2024. Pretty cool Qui-Gon right there, and he goes for over $10 last time I checked. Our next minifigure, oh, that's a nice one. Saw Gerrera. He came from the same set as Qui-Gon. Very cool minifigure. He goes for quite a bit now, at least $30, maybe even more. He's also from the Sith Infiltrator, and probably one of the best minifigure LEGO has released in a while. Our next one is Jedi Bob, so that's nice. We'll be able to put him alongside Admiral Akbar, and this one's already $10, and it's probably gonna go up in value over time because the set is now retired. I'm enjoying this because it's like unboxing some blind minifigures. You just open up the bag and then you open up this paper and you see what's inside. So we had this Anakin Skywalker, that's probably from the Sith Infiltrator as well, and finally Darth Maul from that set as well. So I think we have all the minifigures that are part of this set, aside from the droids if you count those as minifigures, but honestly I don't really count them as minifigures. Our next bag, let's go with this one first. It's a Shock Trooper. Can't complain, that's a nice minifigure. They already go for at least $5, so once they retire from everything on the market, they might go up, though there's a lot, so they're quite common. We have Luke Skywalker from the Desert Skiff and Sarlacc pit, so hopefully we'll have Nien Nunb inside of one of those paper bags. Let's see right here. We have Han Solo, also from that same set. The next one is, oh, Boba Fett, also from the same set. I really like that Boba Fett because of the printed arms. The only thing that's missing is the Kama cloth. I wish he had a pauldron cloth, but that's not something that LEGO seems to do anymore. Probably that it was harder for them to manufacture, so that's probably why they stopped. Then we have one of those Commandos. They're cool minifigures, but they are from the Mandalorian, so I'm not really a fan of them as much as some other minifigures. Like Clone Troopers are a lot more classic. Here we have the Phase 2 501st Clone Trooper, very cool one. And finally from this bag we have a Stormtrooper. Can't complain, can't go wrong with them. Not sure which set that one came from, but there are a bunch of different ones, so it's hard to tell. Next bag, oh, there's a Vader. That one popped open. So we have Vader right here. That's probably the one from the Tented 4 hallway. Hopefully we'll have our Trooper 5s. I wouldn't be surprised if the guy kept it though, because you know that's kind of the reason you buy the set. That's a very cool one though. That's Bo-Katan, the newly released one, but it's actually exclusive and the set is now retired. But look at those printed arms, very nice. Here we have a Paz Vizsla. That one's very cool as well, and this is from the Moff Gideon set, so maybe we'll have Moff Gideon as well. We have Sabine Wren, and oh, I see this piece right here, very cool minifigure, and that one's, last time I checked, it was at least $10. I don't know if it went up because the set is now retired. It's from the Ahsoka's Jedi Shuttle. Same thing with this droid right here. That's Dr. Huyen, I think, the one from the Clone Wars. He's actually a legend in Clone Wars, so I really like this character. And then we also have this Mandalorian, and that one's probably from the battle pack with the Commando we got earlier in the video. And then we have Tonway. That one's nice, an exclusive minifigure, and the set is probably retired by the time this video is out, so that one might go up in value after a while. It was only in the Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter. And then here we have another Mandalorian from the same set as the other one, though I don't really know if the heads are the right ones. They might not be. Here we have the Mandalorian, very cool minifigure. This is probably one of the best variants, if not the best variant, especially for its price, because the one one from the UCS Razor Crest is worth a lot more, and it's not that much better, honestly. And then we have one of these Rebel Fleet Troopers. Can't go wrong with them. You always need more in your army, so that's very cool. Here we have a Chewbacca. That one's nice. Just a regular Chewbacca. That one was released in a bunch of sets. Not worth much. We had this Yoda. That's a pretty common one as well, but he's still worth at least $6, maybe even more. He has his lightsaber, so that's nice. Here we have a C-3PO, another common minifigure. Next up we have, oh, Lando. That's a nice one from the Millennium Falcon. That's the old Lando. He's retired a while ago, so it's nice to have him with his equipment. He's at least $15. With that equipment though, he's probably worth more than that. And here's Bulio. Believe it or not, this guy is worth about $15 last time I checked. It's not a super cool or interesting character, but I would say it's a weird alien. So I guess because of that, plus he's exclusive, people seem to still want to buy him for their collection. And oh, that's nice. That's the Nyenum I was looking for from the Desert Skiff and Sarlacc Pit. That one's worth at least $20, and it's a very cool minifigure. Oh, and here are two minifigures. We have Finn, and then we have this droid. The droid is probably like $3. Finn is probably about $3 as well. And I think those are also from the Millennium Falcon. Here's another bag. Here we have a few droids. We have the battle droid and then the super battle droid. They're not worth much, but they are very nice minifigures. You always need more for your army. We also have a Phase 2 Clone Trooper from the droid and Clone Trooper battle pack. We have the Shock Trooper, another one. That's our second, also from the Clone Trooper and battle droid battle pack. We have Lando. That one is from the Sarlacc Pit. So I think we have like all the minifigures from that set, which is nice. Once I had the set without the minifigures, and then I sold it. By the way, if you're interested in any Lego sets or minifigures, feel free to visit our website and use code collector for 10% off your first order separately. But if I kept it, then I could complete it, but it's all good. Having all the minifigures is still nice. Here we have the Plo Koon, and the only reason you probably want to get that Plo Koon set, the Plo Koon Microfighter, is to have Plo Koon, so having him separately is very nice. Here we have two more super battle droids. They're actually super cheap. They're like $1 each, perhaps slightly more, but they're not worth much. And then we have this Gonk droid right here. This is the one from the Jedi Bob Starfighter. So I think we have all the minifigures from that set. And here's another battle droid. Can't go wrong with these guys. They're always nice to have. And another Phase 2 Clone Trooper. So that one was more a bag with like Clone Troopers and battle droids, but we had some other nice minifigures as well. On to the next one. We only have 3 left to go. So we have another Commando right here. And yeah, he doesn't have the right head. Those aren't the right heads, but if anything, they're worth more than just the plain black head, so I can't really complain. Oh, that one's nice. That one recently retired. Technically, it's not retired fully because it's still in the Venator, but that's kind of the only way to get him aside from the aftermarket, because now the Captain Rex Y-Wing Microfighter is retired, and this is the Phase 2 Captain Rex. Very cool minifigure. I love the arm printing on this one. It's definitely one of the best minifigures Lego has released in a while, so it's nice to have him here. Oh, in there we had 2 minifigures. We have a third Shock Trooper, very nice. And we also have the Stormtrooper. Not sure how you call those. Remnant, I think, Stormtrooper. Those are still worth quite a bit because they were only released in a few sets, I believe. And this minifigure, I forget her name. I think it's Morgan. She's from Ahsoka. Not worth much. She's like $5 at most. We do have Cad Bane. That's a nice one to have. Not sure how much she's worth, but really cool arm prints and leg prints on this one, so can't complain. And then we have a Phase 2 Clone Trooper, 501st Clone Trooper. That's another one a piece, so that's nice. We have all these hairs right here. I'm seeing one from Bo-Katan, this one right here, and then this is probably from Sabine, but the other ones I'm not 100% sure right now. Probably from some like Obi-Wan. We just didn't have him yet. And oh, that one's nice. This is an Inquisitor, and he's missing a blade, but that's fine. It's an Inquisitor from the Ahsoka series, and he still goes for about at least $10. I'm tempted to say 15, but I'm not sure. And oh, that's a really cool one. That's ARC Trooper 5s. I was hoping he'd be in there because I saw some other minifigures from the Tented 4 hallway earlier in the video, but man, this guy already went up in value, and he's probably gonna keep climbing up just because it's such a nice minifigure, such a nice character from the Clone Wars, probably my favorite. And look at those arm prints. Very nice minifigure, and even like all the prints all around are just fantastic. Oh, that's a nice one as well. Commander Fox. This one goes for over $35 last time I checked. Very cool one. Maybe 30 $30, maybe a little under 35, but very cool minifigure. You can see the pink torso. Lego did manufacture some with white torso, but it took them a while to transition. So most of them on the market are still in pink color, but nonetheless, it's still a nice minifigure to have. And here we have Baby Yoda or Grogu, not an expensive fig. And we have this Jedi, which came in this set. Very cool one. I forget his name, but he's got very cool accessories, a nice cape. Just a nice design minifigure. Here we have Moff Gideon, and this is the one from the Moff Gideon's battle, so that's nice. And we have Thrawn. So yeah, Thrawn was in this bundle all along, just a different bag. And now we have most of the minifigures that came in that set, the Ahsoka's dual on Paradia set, and that's very nice. I like the dual molded legs. Torso printings are pretty cool, and that's another minifigure that will probably keep climbing up in value. And then we have Ahsoka that also came in this set, probably around $6. We're missing Ezra, I think, from that set. And then we have this guy, the Praetorian Guard. This is the one from the Paz Vizsla battle with Moff Gideon. We have Captain Antilles. That's a nice one. Very affordable way to finally get this guy. Lego had released it in 2 sets before, and man, it was hard to get that minifigure at first because he was so expensive. And then we finally had this Ezra. So now I think we have all the minifigures from the duel on Paradia. Oh, here we have a Tusken Raider, and it's nice because we have a random cape that the seller added. I think that's like from the Mandalorian, or maybe from a Mandalorian battle pack. You know, those tribe warriors, they have that cape sometimes. Either way, I'll take it. Just a Tusken Raider. It's nice though, the cape. I never thought about giving a cape to this guy, but maybe that'll boost its value by like $2, because honestly, I could see myself spending that for a cape on this Tusken Raider. Here we have an R2-D2, pretty cheap, and then we have this, I think it's R4P17. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi's astromech droid, and he came in the Obi-Wan Kenobi's Starfighter with Ton Wei, so hopefully we'll have Obi-Wan. We should have him probably in the last bag. And here's Chancellor Palpatine. Very nice that the seller added this lightsaber. It's the same one that can be found in the Palpatine's Arrest from 2012, so that's nice. And this figure right here goes for about $15 last time I checked. Probably keep going up in value. I mean, the Coruscant Guard gunship already went up in value because it's such a nice set, especially with that Commander Fox and all those nice minifigures, and also Padme plus the Chancellor. And speaking of Padme, we have her right here. That's another great minifigure, worth around $13 to $15 right now, but it's probably going to keep going up in value. Definitely a much better fig than the 2012 Clone Wars version, that's for sure. And then, oh, that flew away, but it's part of this guy right here. So we have our second one, Praetorian Guard. It's nice that all the minifigures have, or most of them have, their equipment. I'll have to double check though in the paper bags just to see, like, to make sure I didn't miss anything, because, you know, a gun or something could be stuck in it for some reason. And we have this Obi-Wan finally to complete the set with Ton Wei and his astromech droid. So we have 3 of that came in this set. And then here we have another Ahsoka. It's another nice minifigure. This is the one from the T6 Jedi shuttle. I wonder how much it's worth. I don't usually get that one. I got a lot of the one from the duel on Paradia, but not that one specifically. So it's nice to see it in this bundle. And oh, here we have this guy. I think it's like Cobb Vance or something like that. Pretty cool minifigure. It's kind of like a ripoff of Boba Fett, just with different prints. He does have a cool armor though, very similar to Boba Fett once again, and he's got that helmet. But I like the damage helmet. It just looks pretty cool, gives it a unique style. And it's nice that we have both the minifigures from this set, because it's so overpriced at retail. It's like 45 Canadian dollars, so probably like what, 30 to 35 USD, which I think is quite expensive for a set like that. And there we go, every single minifigure from this $235 bundle. Some solid pickups, a few rare finds, and a couple that genuinely surprised me. Let me know in the comments which one stood out. If you're into this stuff, like and subscribe, and if you're still in the mood to watch more Lego Star Wars unboxings, click this video right here and I'll see you there.